What's up YouTube, this is Kyle with SiteRight. Today I want to talk about this great PDF that we created for all of our clients and anybody who subscribes to our email list or watches this YouTube video. This is a great base for starting your e-commerce business. This isn't everything you need to do, but it is most of it. And it does cover quite a bit if you're just getting started. What this allows you to do is nurture the customer throughout each one of these stages before they actually ultimately purchase from you. You have your website at the center of the funnel. What you're going to need to do is focus on search engine optimization to bring in traffic. And this is not free traffic because you're going to have to spend money on getting articles done, content done, making product descriptions, doing keyword research, essentially trying to tailor your website for people who are going to purchase with search intent. So the idea behind that statement is they are searching for it on Google, so they're most likely going to buy it. They're already more invested in it than somebody on Facebook, for example, who's just browsing, looking at their feed. So people you get from search engine optimization work from the search engines are definitely going to be more likely to convert, as long as your keyword research is done correctly and the right people are getting to your site. So that's the first step. After that, I like to have people go into Google Ads first. A lot of people will say, oh, why don't you go straight into Facebook? Well, the main reason for this is you've already spent a lot of time doing search engine optimization stuff that's going to benefit you on Google. You might as well double up on that and immediately start a shopping campaign for your products. And this will also help you develop keywords. You should also have some keywords. That makes things easier. And then again, you're going after that search intent here by using Google. Let's jump over to Facebook, the one everyone wants to know about. We definitely recommend campaign budget optimization. This allows Facebook's algorithm to kind of figure it out for you, and that is extremely helpful when you're first starting out, or if you're running a very large budget, or in pretty much any scenario, your CBO is, when in doubt, the one you're going to want to use. Now with Facebook and Instagram, we like to split up our budget as follows. 60% is going to cold traffic, 30% of it's going to warm retargeting. So this is people who have viewed content, maybe they've added to cart, or maybe they've seen one of our videos, one of our ads, maybe they're engaging with us on social media. Either way, they're warm. So 30% of the budget for these areas is going to that. And then hot retargeting. So this is, for example, our add to cart, initiate checkout. These are people that are really ready to purchase. So we're hitting them with a little bit of retargeting. And what this allows you to do is kind of tailor your ad copy and your creative and everything to the person at the different stage of where they're at with purchasing your product. The way that you can then take everything a step further is by using email and SMS. We recommend Klaviyo for both. However, we have been using SMS Bump for quite a while, since before Klaviyo offered SMS marketing. So I'm testing out Klaviyo right now, so I don't really have a full grasp on how Klaviyo's works, but I'm assuming it's very similar to SMS Bump. To start out, you're going to want to collect your customer's email on your website right away from the get-go. To do this, I like to use Privy or Klaviyo's built-in stuff. So you can use either or. They're very easy to set up. Everything has a Shopify plugin, very simple to do. Once you have an email capture happening on your site, you can begin to build audiences inside of these email programs, just like you're doing over here with Facebook and Instagram and everything else. What you want to start out with is just a welcome email, maybe a view product flow or a discount. So just something basic to get them familiar with your brand, maybe tell them a story, maybe give them some background on you, invest them, get them to like you, and start there. Don't necessarily try to sell them something right out the gate, just welcome them. In the middle of the funnel, you can definitely start to add more emails that are direct sell, like, hey, here's a discount, try it out, and that's kind of down here. So you can definitely do this once you've warmed them up a little bit. And again, a view product flow existing on both sides of this. So you start out with one that's just like, hey, this product's really cool and it does this. And then down here, you're like, hey, this product's really awesome and you can get 20% off of it. And they already know how cool it is. because you showed them up here. Abandoned cart, 1 hour, 10 hour, and 48 hour. So you definitely want to have more than one email. If your customers are opting in and want to get emails from you, they won't necessarily mind this. And if they do, they will unsubscribe. To be honest, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just make sure that your abandoned cart flow is set up to at least have one email or two. You definitely want one. With SMS bump, you can also do the same thing. So some customers check out without their email, and that is allowed with Shopify. So depending on how you have your settings configured, but with those customers, what you would want to do is send them something as well. And even with customers who do email and also put their phone number, you're getting them twice. So giving them an offer through their phone has been way more effective for us than email, because more people are on their phone obviously nowadays. But email is still effective, so definitely abandon cart on both of these fronts. And you can do some of this with SMS bump as well. I wouldn't get too crazy with it because people do not like getting 10 text messages from a company all at one time, or 5 a week or whatever, no matter how good their product is. In some cases this may be different, but you'll have to build out custom audiences to figure out who your customers are that really don't mind getting 2 texts a day about your product. What I recommend is keeping it light, maybe 1 text a month about a new product, or just a discount of some sort. Maybe you're doing a giveaway or something. I didn't talk about the audiences very much, but essentially what these are is they're saying, okay, so it's been at least 90 days since this person has initiated the checkout, or it's been 180 days since they've purchased. You can still use pretty much any of these audiences over here as well. So these things can be exported, and you can create lookalike audiences, which is what we're talking about here. I don't think I was supposed to say that, but a little tidbit for everybody who's still watching. Audiences that can really boost how your advertising is doing over on this side. This is a great base layer to get anyone off the ground and rolling if you just have no idea what you're doing or how anything works. This is definitely a good starting point. One more thing I'd like to add for Instagram is influencer marketing and getting influencers and people to talk about your products. And that's definitely a good thing. You just need to do your due diligence and make sure that those influencers are the right fit for your product and can actually sell your product, or will give you emails that you can remarket, or just views and add to carts that you can advertise to or remarket over here with SMS and email. Think a bit more as a lifetime value type of thing, but using Instagram for influencer marketing is definitely another way that you can expand upon this model. And there's obviously tons more that you can do. Leave a comment down below and let us know if you think that this is a great base, or how would you do it differently? What would you add? What would you take away? What would your order be? Give us something to talk about down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe for more great e-commerce videos.